Hey, it is your buddy. Peace and harmony with you here today. Much love going out to all the beautiful empowered harmonizers. We're zooming in and focusing in on a great viewer question that states, how do you handle it when someone who is toxic or controlling, narcissistic, whatever the label, what do you do when they put you on the spot? So this is a great viewer question because I feel like this is sort of a tactic oftentimes found with a smear campaign or triangulation or just manipulation with those people who are targeted as supply or relationship material for the narcissist. And when you put somebody on the spot, basically you're putting them in a position of uncomfortability, public humiliation, putting them with their defenses up or hoping to find them with their guard down so they come off looking weak. A narcissist really strives to be stronger and better, whatever in whatever capacity that they're seeking. They always want to be the one who are outsmarting, and oftentimes you see that behavior exemplified when someone is putting you on the spot. And so how do you handle it? Well, the first important thing to coming to handle things is to, be able to predict, look ahead and forecast. What is the next 10-day weather forecast, right? You can all look at your weather centers, your local TV station. It's going to give you a 10-day forecast. So you're able to predict with some degree of certainty what the weather is going to be like. Give or take a couple degrees, give or take precipitation. This is what you can anticipate, so plan wisely. I feel it's very much the same way when you're in a relationship with someone who has become controlling, toxic, manipulative. They're trying to get the best of you. You're in the cat and mouse game, the mind games, or you're just trying to sort things out and you're going through a depressive state, a confused state. You're at a juncture, at a crossroads. You don't know if the relationship is worth saving, but you need to do something really kind of while you're at that crossroads, and how to handle it gracefully. So number one, begin to develop metacognition, which is the ability to think about what you're thinking about. It has the ability to sort of raise your awareness while you're in the setting. Most people are go, 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 go. They're on automatic pilot, and they don't kind of step to, check and think and live and decide and become aware in sort of a metacognition role where they're sort of able to observe and then ask, is this how I should really be handling it? Can I look at this from another perspective? Can I gain more composure rather than just lashing out at somebody? Can I place my breath on pause, so to speak, not to stop breathing, but can I press pause and pull myself back before I go off at the mouth, before I go off on a rant, before I go off texting, before I go off calling, before I go off doing whatever, or before I go off feeling negatively about myself? Let me catch myself at that crossroads, especially when it comes to handling low self-esteem or feeling that you're ineffective or you have very little value. The narcissist is very good at capitalizing on these, your prime moments. So you need to be able to forecast, look ahead. To what degree am I going to be with this person, or do I have a routine, a lifestyle, a schedule that's going to make it so, I'm, up against these feelings? What am I feeling? And how can I attribute this to make me the best version that I can be? So I am becoming my greatest version. So I'm really rising to my potential rather than sort of keeping it on a plateau, keeping it on the down low, keeping it sort of always, tempting to bubble to the surface because you're trying to repress it for so long. You need to really get into a sort of an elevated mindset and look ahead during the next week and have a little bit of metacognition and be able to look ahead and visualize your hour, your day, your week ahead, and look at, and how am I going to compose myself? What is it going to look like? How am I going to handle presenting myself as a person of value, despite this person's attempt to cajole, seduce me into freaking out, going back together with them, going back to the abuse, or not handling the abuse. What does it look like for me to handle this gracefully? In other words, place yourself on pause. When you feel that you're wanting to sort of, go off, or they are putting you on the spot, you're feeling nervous, just realize, use the role of metacognition and anchoring. Remember this, we did this from yesterday, an anchoring position with your thumb and your forefinger, or your index finger, or your thumb and your middle finger. You're composing yourself. You do this with both hands. This is a signal to your body to compose yourself. So compose yourself and take 1 to 2 breaths and regain your perspective in your cool, calm, collected demeanor before reacting. Even if you're put on the spot. So learn to anchor yourself and get into a role of metacognition and reframing. These are a couple of core concepts for you to tap into. So first is anchoring. You're anchoring yourself. You're developing that body-mind connection where you're calm, cool, collected, and composed. You're doing that, and then you're feeling your body just calm down. Because you do your best when you're in a calm body. You don't do your best when you're in agitated, hyper-aroused state. A lot of people think that is, being super busy and being productive, and, that's just, the way, to be busy. That can oftentimes be exhausting. That can lead to adrenal fatigue. That can, lead to people getting, amped up, agitated, and then frustration, and then blowing up, or just draining themselves, having this ricochet effect. It's not how you're really going to gain your best potential. You're going to be your best version is through this hyper aroused state. No matter what excuse you've been making for yourself to tap into that, begin to come from a cool, calm body that's in peace. Read the Serenity Prayer. Write that out 100 times. Or write down an affirmation. I am cool, calm, collected. I am cool, calm, collected. If you're going to be put on the spot, you need to understand the physiology that you need to anchor in and exhibit and experience, so you're not a victim. So you're not adopting a victim mindset, which could be perpetuated if you're always put on the spot. So it doesn't even have to be public humiliation. They can, try to pressure you to come back, pressure you to go forward, pressure you, for apologies, pressure you for supply, pressure you in any sort of parasitic way. Be very careful of that and realize that it's time for you to learn what a firm boundary feels like. You need to enforce a firm boundary and a firm standard. I'm very big on that, and a lot of people go through many years and decades of their life without really having a boundary. People just come in and out of their life, doing as they please, talking to them as they please, and they become very unhappy, and they wonder why they're surrounded by so many toxic people. Well, because you've attracted and allowed. So detract and disallow. Detract from them. Don't, open yourself up to these types of individuals. Be able to identify and determine for yourself if an individual who might be putting you on the spot, are they supportive? Are they in your best interest, helping you to become your best self, your greatest version, or are they detracting from such? Are they deterring? Are they depleting you? Are they exhausting you? Are they, are you feeling unenergized? Are you feeling down in the dumps? Self-doubt, lack of self-trust, not being at your highest level, allowing them to say, you can't do it, you're not blank and blank enough, and you're not blank and blank, and you should just, so you're buying into the lies, or whatever it is, that hyper arousal that people who are controlling tend to release when they are around other people who they want to scoop up for supply. They can become, swift. It's like Gone with the Wind. They can knock you off your feet and set you flying. John Cougar Mellencamp. They can just sweep you off of your feet, and next thing you know, you're on automatic pilot for them. And you don't realize that you're overriding your own needs and your own best interest and your true values, your truth. but it will always sneak up and it will always catch up with you. So remember to engage in the anchoring. Remember, anchoring, right? And pulling within and setting yourself on pause, taking a deep breath and being able to breathe through it, 1 or 2 breaths, so that you can compose yourself. And then begin to check in and get a habit, make it a new good habit of checking in with your metacognition, your ability to think about what you're thinking about, and then reframing, putting things in a differential, in a new light that is better serving to you and more giving you a meaning that you need to derive when this person's putting you on the spot. So reframing can mean this person just wants to look puffed up. I see now why they're doing this. They are trying to cut me where it hurts, hit me where it hurts, knock me under the knees, steal my thunder, take credit from me, rob me of my smile, rob me of my family, rob me of my bank account, manipulate me into. You kind of know, you can really, when you use metacognition and reframing, you can see what the agenda of the narcissist is like, the controller, the toxic person, the psychopath, whoever it is you're having this difficulty with, whatever it is, this individual. So you need to really practice those steps and feel it physiologically, and you'll be patting yourself on the back. Job well done. You'll become your own greatest supporter once you enact these tools within you for handling someone who is controlling, toxic, and trying to put you on the spot. Step out of the spotlight and create your own and shine. This is your buddy, Peace and Harmony, with you here today, and I hope that these videos do help. Please share and please subscribe for more great tools, videos, discussion, and support. Peace out. Make it a great one.